In this video, let's look at how we can connect OmniPush with Zapier and how we can use a Zapier integration to port over the contacts from OmniPush into another app. So what we are going to need is the OmniPush API key. So if you don't see the API key populated, you can click on generate new key and a new key will be generated. Just copy the API key and go over to Zapier. Now, in order to create a new configure a new integration, just type in OmniPush. You will find, let's say, we want to connect with Google Sheet, but it could be any other app you want to integrate. On OmniPush, we need to select triggers. So we have two triggers available. One is when a new connection is created on LinkedIn through OmniPush, and the second trigger is a reply received when someone replies on LinkedIn for the on the OmniPush campaign. You can use a reply received trigger. Let's select new connection, and then what we want to do is we want to create a spreadsheet row into a Google Sheet. So now this could be any other app instead of a Google Sheet. This is just an example. So what we are doing right now is to connect OmniPush and a Google Sheet. So let's try it. Once we do this, we get started. Let's connect a new account. So in order to connect with OmniPush, Zapier will need OmniPush API key, which we just copied. We continue, and now OmniPush will be connected to Zapier. So this account is now connected. You can give it whatever name you want. Now Zapier is getting data from OmniPush, and we have already connected Google Sheet. But let's say we want to connect another Google Sheet. We can try this again. I select one of the Gmail accounts for connecting to a Google Sheet. So we just hooked up again to the new account. We will choose Google Drive. Now, which spreadsheet we want to use for our campaign? Let's choose SEO agency, and we'll say sheet 1. Now we have all these fields available: email, phone, location, website, profile URL. All these fields are available from OmniPush, including full name. So we can keep them as it is and then do next. And these fields will be now mapped into Google Sheet row. So this is how it will look on the Google Sheet once the contact starts flowing from OmniPush. So the test is successful and we are good to go. And we can now turn on the Zap. Once we have done this, our work is done on the uh, Zapier side. Now on OmniPush, we'll need to have a campaign configured for exporting contacts into Zapier. So let's say we use an existing campaign and we configure and say export to Zapier. So now it says Zapier is configured to receive data for this OmniPush account. And this is how we have hooked up OmniPush and Zapier together. Once we save it, the data from this particular campaign will start flowing into Zapier, and Zapier can be connected into Google Sheet just like we did right now, but any other application can be integrated.